also he got Nicolas Cage to play himself, which just makes it more tapped because
yeah.
dad person.
Yeah.
So I'm just terrified to watch it because I know it's gonna hit me too deep.
Yeah. I think that's why maybe the challenge in that is
Yeah.
what attracted me to music and script writing in general.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I wrote a lot of books and novels, but there's a lot of freedom and there's a lot of, which is like cool.
But it's also terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, do you know with science, you can, from this age, get 100% right.
Right.
If you just sit there and go, okay, this is that, this is that, this is that, you could get, even maths, 100% right. It's like, it's not impossible.
True.
But then when it comes to something more like creative, when you're 17, let's say, well, I'm doing this shit, and I'm filming it, and I'm like, okay, it's not as good as Phantom Thread. It's not as good as this.
Yeah.
And it annoys me, obviously, that I wouldn't not, like, I could possibly if I fucking sat there every day, but, like, it's, with creative stuff, it's more that grind to get better and slowly progress.
Right.
But with science and shit, obviously you do get better, like, you can go from 70% to 100% of some shit, but, like, there's, like, a cap in it.
Yeah, like with creative shit, it's more of a nurturing.
Exactly.
It's like nurturing a garden where you can't really force it to happen.
Yeah.
You can like over time you can, like figure out the best, most efficient ways to kind of get the best garden or whatever.
Exactly.
But in terms of just like with maths, I get what you mean. There's a clear-cut method.
Yeah.
Just do this and you will get the right answer. There is no right answer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of your own journey and kind of developing and nurturing that kind of talent of yours with the, the shit that you learn. I get what you mean.
That's what I'm just trying to, when I get to, hopefully, film school, inshallah, I want to just make as much shit as I can for the pure sake, even if people don't see half the shit, for the pure sake of just getting better. Because, like, obviously you can compare yourself to all these sick films. PTA, my favourite fucking director. Last month I watched every one of anything he's ever made back to back.
Yeah.
Like fucking 20 films back to back.
Yeah.
And I was looking at his like first short film he made. He was like 23, 24. And it turned into Hard Eight, which is a decent film, but it got fucked by the like studio head and shit. So it's not his best.
Yeah.
But I was watching it and I was like, this is like as a short film idea, big idea. But it doesn't hit as much as other shit. Like, he has another thing called... his first story was Dirk Diggler's Story, which is a story about, like, a porn star, and he's making films, and it has, like, parallels to Hollywood and shit.
Yeah.
And then he made that into a real film, Boogie Nights, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, Dirk Diggler is quite sick.
Yeah.
But, like, compared to Boogie Nights is fucking wild.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I see his progression getting through.
Like, he had the idea... but he didn't have the skills to execute it the way he wanted to.
So it's made me feel less bad about... Because do you know when I've finished with something, it's the worst, because I'd never want to... Like, surely you must get the same thing to do. Like, you never want to be completely done with it. You always think, I want to go back.
There's always something you can do to make it better, yeah.
And then doing that, it kind of alleviated that, like... Because I was like, okay, I can have this idea, even if it's in this little short film, whatever. And if I think the idea is interesting, I can just go back to it later and flesh it out, make this. But right now, I'm not trying to be... Obviously, like, I'm striving to be something. I want to be the best, like, you can possibly be. But I'm not too fussed if it's not, if that makes sense. Because to put that much, like, stress on yourself, miles in.
And even then, like, it doesn't... Most of the time, that doesn't create the best shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you're just like, you're like Nas.
Exactly.
You fucking create Illmatic.
And then you
try and make it so much. And then you get nausea.
I think that's why I gravitated towards like songs.
Yeah.
Creatively, in the sense that it's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You start.
You just
3 minutes.
Make it so tight and just tinker it. Yeah.
Tight, concise, and that's it. And like to your point, if that has an idea that can be fleshed out into an album, cool. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's just a song. It's a standalone song. It is what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it kind of provided that kind of strict guideline. Like, it's with script as well, because I gravitated towards that rather than being an author because of that as well.
Yeah.
You have very select amount of minutes to fill.
Exactly.
And you have a select amount of dialogue that
makes it so
to
tight.
compel it.
Yeah. Because it's like
to
no
make
one's
a compelling
gonna,
story.
unless it's not even Irishman. I sat there for 3.5 hours because the film is 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's a great film, don't get me wrong. It's this weird thing where like I wouldn't cut anything out.
Yeah.
But it's
there's just a lot.
so long.
Right.
But like most people, I'm gonna watch a fucking 4-hour film.
Yeah.
There's like this Italian film, it's like 7 hours. And eventually I'm gonna watch it because it looks fire. But I'm not gonna sit there for 7 hours watching this fucking film.
Yeah.
I think, do you know when it comes to, that's the beef I have with Dave most of all. Do you know, because everyone fucking bummed that Leslie song.
Yeah.
And it was like this long epic that he wrote and shit. But like, I think a lot of people have a problem with that in music where it's not tight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't, I get that he did cool with raps and shit, nice wordplay, yeah. But the song's 7 minutes. It's not musically interesting. Like, he's just sitting there fucking playing piano, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. But then everyone's like, oh, second coming of Christ.
Yeah. It's, I can't, by the time this comes out, my EP is going to come out. There's a track on there that is a storytelling song.
Yeah.
And it's 4 minutes long. But it feels like it's 2 minutes. Or it feels like it's like a 2-minute 50
That's fire though.
Song, right?
Have you seen have you heard your Speaker Box, the fucking Outcast album?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my favorite rapper.
Exactly, yeah.
And he has that last song, Life in the Day in Andre Benjamin.
Yeah.
And the song's like, I think it's like 4 minutes of shit. But it feels so just like,
right, because it's so concise and it's so it the same thing with Kendrick's Sing About Me.
Yeah.
Where sure it's long. When people see it, they see like a 9-minute track or whatever,
and
they're
like two separate.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay, that's a lot.
But then you listen to it, it's like,
and
it's
it goes.
Yeah.
And I think For Your Eyes Only as well.
Yeah.
The last track on that, as long as it feels right, you kind of don't even notice the length.
Yeah. It's just like people focus too much on one thing in music, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Which means that the other thing gets neglected. That's why I love James Blake. You know what I'm talking about? Like, fucking Dave had a 7-minute storytelling song.
Yeah.
James Blake does this thing where, like, he'll have, like, one line.
Yeah.
But that one line will be so stupidly hard.
Right.
That he'll just repeat it, like, 4 times. Like, there's this song called Points. And then he does this thing where he's like, oh, and you're no longer her. So, yeah, it's sad that you're no longer her.
Yeah.
The whole song overall is like 10 lines.
Yep.
12 lines. It's a 3-minute song. Maybe like 2.5. But then he does this thing where the whole fucking music just warps around it.
Oh, okay.
And it's fucking insane. That's why I love that, man, because it's fucking, bro.
Right.
God tier white man. God
tier
white man, bro.
Fully. But that's what I mean with me. It was, I guess it was that challenge of conveying something like that in a short amount of space. And I guess, there is that same thrill with the short film where, to me, that's a challenge. Like, oh, okay, let me try and make the best story I possibly can.
Exactly. I'm trying so fucking hard in 3 minutes to make some.
And it's fucking difficult.
Do you know all the shit that we filmed?
Yeah.
You'd assume, because look at the script, you'd assume it'd fit in 3 minutes. If we put all of them back to back, like, not counting obviously like Did Takes a Shot at that,